So in yesterday's video, I said that beamng.drive was quickly becoming the best bus simulator game on the market. Well, today, beamng.drive is coming for Euro Truck Simulator with the release of this monster right here, the Segra Ultimate. This is a Euro truck mod for beamng.drive made by Overpower, and this thing has very obviously had a ton of blood, sweat, and tears poured into it. My God, look at the grill on this thing. It's split into two pieces. It's so huge. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, this is a segment that we were kind of missing out on in beamng.drive. We have the T series, of course, but there's no European, I guess you would call this a lorry version of it. Now, I am 100% American, so I don't know a lot about Euro trucks as much, but this thing is mighty impressive, and we're gonna have some fun with it today. So this is the 790, I guess. Kind of, it almost looks like it's maybe like a race truck. I don't think it actually is, though, and a lot of these skins were made by the one and only Shadows. I think you might know them. But yeah, let's take a look around, shall we? This is a very, very clean truck. And by the way, there is a ton of different variants for this bad boy. So if we go over and find it here, look at all these different variants, man. This one looks insane. Why is there so many tires for that? I have no idea. We'll check that one out in just a few minutes. But what we're driving right now is the Launch Edition 790. Top of the line 2-axle cab over with special Launch Edition striping, celebrating the new model year. Interesting. We also got a luxury edition as well. Yeah, let's take a look on the inside, shall we? Because of course we got a lot of controls in here. There's a lot of switches we can flick. Starting with my favorite, the mood lighting. Check it out. I don't know why that's so cool. We also got the interior lights. Look at that. Very nicely lit interior. I guess you could take a nap up here if you put like a blanket or something down. I guess that's what that's for. And of course, we got the hazard lights and a very actually really neat little navigation thing here. We're apparently listening to whatever this is right there. And we also have the map, which I do believe does actually work. Yeah, this is all adding up. I'm on the kind of dock thing in West Coast USA. So yeah, that is working. Nice. And then behind the wheel, we do have the ignition and the parking brake. And if we go over to our left, we'll have we can of course open the door with a very satisfying thud when we actually shut it. Listen to this. Nicely done. And above that, I think this might be a first for beamng.drive. I've never seen this, but we can actually fold the mirrors in if we're in a tight squeeze, I guess. But yeah, never seen that one before in beamng.drive. Pretty cool though. Very roomy interior, I must say. Look at all this storage space. Unfortunately, we can't open any of that. I know it's probably a pain in the arse to mod that kind of thing, but I just love when we have as many controls as we can possibly get. There's the radio controls way up there, by the way. But yeah, what do you say we get this thing on the road and see what she can do? But first, we actually need to attach this to a trailer. So I do happen to have one right here. Oh man, this thing is bouncy, which I guess is actually pretty darn realistic. But yeah, let's see if we can get this connected. I'm hoping it's the right connector. And it is. Nicely done. So this is straight up Euro Truck Simulator at this point. I mean, of course, we are in West Coast USA, but it's fun to protect. Once we get like a good Euro map, we could use, I guess I could use Italy, but I like a good UK map is what I'm thinking this would be good for. But yeah, oh boy, she's trucking now, baby. This feels really, really good, actually. Very, very high quality. I mean, we're not going to be beating any speed records in this thing. I don't believe there is a race version of this truck. There is a version that is made to hold a race car, like transport race cars, but there isn't an actual race version. Maybe we'll see that down the line. I don't know. But I'm always down for like an off-road version or a race version. But yeah, it's just pure realism at this point in the mod's life. All right, so whoa, I think it's time for a crash test, because as good as this model looks, we gotta see if it stands up to the crash test. How good is the crash model? So let's find the nearest pole to wrap ourselves around. This one looks pretty good right here. So what do you say we hit it at about 57 miles an hour? Oh, we just kind of grazed it. Not quite what I was looking for there, Chief. No, but the fire hydrant will do it. Oh, man. So it's looking pretty good so far, but I'm going to do it again so we can get like a more head-on crash here. Now, there's not a lot of good places to actually do this on this side of the map, so what we'll do is we'll go over to the highway way across the pond, and we'll find something to hit, I'm sure. Oh, man, we really did wreck this thing, didn't we? Good God. All right, let's try that again, shall we? We'll try it without the trailer here so we can actually see how fast we can actually get this thing going. What a massive sunroof on the top as well. I love it, dude. Yeah, this has been a very highly anticipated mod for quite a while now. I almost forgot it was coming out. Again, shout out to Shadows for reminding me. But yeah, now that it's here, I'm kind of flabbergasted how good this mod is. And it makes me think maybe we should do some Euro truck racing in this week's episode of beamng. What do you guys think? All right, here we go. Head on into the wall. Let's see how she handles this one. Oh. And, you know, no surprises here. This is a darn good crash model. I mean, did you guys really expect anything else? Come on. It's so high quality. Absolutely insane. Now, I noticed this little flap opened, but can I open it without crashing? Is there any way to open it from, like, maybe the inside? I don't think so, but it does open, but we don't have a little handle there. Interesting. All right, let's see what other models we got here. I kind of want to check out that luxury one. Like, what's the luxury? Right-hand drive. Oh, okay. Fully optioned 2-axle variant in a special metallic color and aluminum rims. That is pretty fancy. Is there anything luxurious about the inside, though? I mean, it pretty much looks the same. Do we still have the accent lighting, though? That's very important. Yes, we do. Nice. So I'm curious, is there actually any variants that are going to be a little faster? There's the racing team, right? The official Hiroshi Racing Team Prime Mover truck with paint and aluminum rims. Tag custom luxury. And it says, does anybody even read these? I read them, man. I want to know what's special about this one. Let's try it out. All right, back on the left-hand side of the car, as we should be. This one's honestly actually a really sick paint job. Red and black just always go so well together. We got a little ram bar on the front of this one, so that's a little bit different. But yeah, I don't think this thing's any faster than the other ones. It just looks a little bit different. Can you even open up the grill on this one? No, you cannot. But hey, it does get up to highway speeds. Now, you'll notice that these back tires are actually not on the ground right now. I do believe we can lower them. Steer axle, increase, decrease. Let's push G. Does that do anything? Yeah, I can lower the axle. God. There we go. Alt-T. There we go. Nice. Now it's a little weird. I feel like the front's a little too low now, but you can lower the back axle. Or I guess it calls it the extra axle. This thing is not very fast. Topping out at like 60 miles an hour. Maybe it's something I did to the car. But let's just go ahead and crash it into here. There we go. Rip the entire thing off. Beautiful. You can get a good look at the engine now. Look at that diesel, I'm assuming. Beautiful, man. This is all custom, too. My goodness. This had to have taken so much work, man. All right, I've had my eyes on this thing this entire video. Let's try out this giant 10x4 heavy hauler 790, fully optioned 10-axle variant with all the axles and power you could ever need. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh baby, and they steer as well. I bet this thing turns on an absolute dime. Let's get that other axle down. So what was the button for that? It was. Get it down, get it down. There we go. We got all hands on deck now, baby. Kind of ridiculous. Why are we getting tire spin? Did I do something wrong? Do I not have it down far enough? Hold on. Oh, now it's spinning even more. I'm scared. Yeah, something's very weird with this. This one. Oh, we're just getting I think it's just too many tires, man. I mean, we are getting some speed, though. Maybe it's not a big deal. There we go. There we go. Get some speed. 30, 40 miles an hour. Yes. 50. We're cruising. Still, something is still rubbing, though. I don't know what it is. I completely reset the car at this point. where the trucks are. Look at the suspension on that. It's like, it's one of those like cabs that gives you the like feeling of floating. Hold on, I want to zoom in on this. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Look at that, man. That's so cool. Look at the way, if I really slam on it. Oh God. Only thing about the relative cam, I could not see where I was going. Oops. I'm sure that'll I'm sure that'll buff out. All right, we got the Storm Electronics bad boy out. Let's get some traffic. Let's see how this thing handles the traffic. I imagine we could probably just push straight through these bozos. Well, let's give it a shot. Excuse me. Yep. Yep, not even a dent. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There you go. Oh no! Something got sucked under the axle. Get out of my way. Thank you. I don't think it's a problem. See, this one feels faster. Yeah, maybe I just wasn't driving that. I was doing something wrong with it. But yeah, this one's much faster. Easily up to highway speeds. The Storm Electronics livery is just blessing me today, I guess. But here we go. 60. No, we're losing speed. So yeah, this thing is not a speed demon. That's for sure, but you know, it doesn't really need to. I would love to see a race in maybe a rally variant of this though. That would be a ton of fun. But oh yeah, just as I thought. Absolutely no problem whatsoever with traffic. Now, another question you might be asking, well, can it fly on the Car Jump Arena? And if it can, how far? Well, you know, we got to figure it out, right? So let's right now and throw this big European SOB off the ramp. So I actually looked it up. The thing with the suspension that in the cab, like kind of floating there, it's called an air ride suspension, I guess. So it's air ride cab and air ride suspension. Pretty cool. I've only seen that stuff used in like farm equipment. I feel like that's where I've seen it the most. Anyway, I like this Storm Whoa. Did not mean to do that. I like this Storm Electronics version. I think it's just, I mean, they're all pretty much the same, just different paint jobs, but I like this one. I feel faster in it. I don't know why. So this is the lucky one who gets to go off the Car Jump Arena. And quickly getting pretty quick here, 100 miles an hour. Engine's gonna explode. There it goes. Oh no, valve trim damaged. 150. There goes the engine. 150 miles an hour at the end of the ramp. So that should get us pretty far. So 170-ish meters up on our nose. Perfect landing. No damage to the truck whatsoever, minus the engine. And we're going full speed ahead into the pool here. And yeah, there we go. Honestly, we're in pretty good shape. We lost a few pieces here and there. This is another panel that can come off, apparently. Tilt cab. Oh, wait, what? There's a button here? Hold up. How do I access? I want to tilt the cab. This is definitely not the way you're supposed to do it, but there's straight up as a button. How do you open this panel? Hey, you can tilt the cab, man. Look at that. What's that used for? Sorry, I don't have a ton of knowledge when it comes to trucking, but I want to learn, man. Does anybody know? Let me know down below in the comments. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that back. There we go. Open that up again. So yeah, the Segra, this thing is absolutely amazing. It's going to cost you a few quid, but honestly, I think it's worth it, man. This is really, really, really well done. And like I said, BeamNG's coming for all the simulators. This is pretty much Euro Truck Simulator, BeamNG Drive. What more could you possibly want? But yeah, I'll have a link to this down below if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. Highly recommend it. Support the developers, man. This is awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And while you're down there in the description, make sure that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And you know what, guys? I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.